for joining us today. We're going to be teaching you Command, and specifically we're going to be teaching you Smartplans with Command. So I wanted to make sure that everyone has the same opportunity to learn from this. We will be sharing some cool notes and some other things as we go forward. Let me zoom in my screen a little better here. All right, and I'm going to minimize the video out of the way. So thank you for joining us. Those who have not been in Command yet, the website is agent.kw.com in case you've never been there. And a couple quick tips since we're in here, if this is your first time, the upper right-hand corner, while I'm teaching, there's a question mark. If you have any questions along the way, this is the best place to get a help article, step by step. So Keller Williams University, today we're talking Smartplans. So I'm just going to type in Smartplan. And you will find here is the ability to edit. And here's what we're teaching today, how to create your own custom smart plan with step-by-step instructions and actual pictures and everything along the way of how to create this. So we're going to be going through this, but I wanted you to know that you can follow along with the step-by-step instructions inside of Command as well by leveraging the question mark in the right-hand corner. So our big focus today is specifically smart plans. So what is a smart plan? It is automated marketing, meaning a follow-up system. So everything in business we know is around a contact, yet the money is made in follow-up. So I got to make sure I follow up my people on a regular basis. That's where this is really going to come into play, is under these smart plans. So we're going to come to smart plans together. If you're following along at home, you're going to click here as well. Now, first thing you'll notice when I click on smart plans, and if you've never done this before or don't know what all the icons are, click the KW to pop out the tray so you can see what everything is. Our focus is smart plans, and we're going to start with what's already built for you so that you know how to leverage the existing smart plans. Then we're going to spend time creating one, and I'm going to share with you some notes that I've created here. I will zoom this down a little bit, get out of my way, and I will show you what I've called my new care plan. This is going to be a smart plan I'm going to share with all of you today. Sorry, I'm on a Windows machine. I'm usually on a Mac. And I'm going to share with you what I created, which was something that I'm using now in the market of the moment. And I'm going to share this so that you all can download as well. But the whole goal is automated marketing. How do I stay in touch with people? Now, when you came to smart plans, yours might be blank, and that's okay. This is my smart plans. So if you don't have anything in the list yet, we're going to show you how to add that. I will share with you, I have about 12 different smart plans existing, and even ones I built. So Facebook, Leave Zillow, these are a couple of my own custom ones I made, including the one I'm going to teach you today, which is a care plan. The best way to start is with the library, meaning this is what Keller Williams has already built for you. So I'm going to spend a moment to show you what each of these are. Then we'll show you how you can go through and create these and get them all set up. So inside of the library, you have a total of 10 smart plans that are available for you to use now without you having to create anything, meaning they're ready to go. So let's go through these so you understand what are these smart plans. So I'm going to start with the biweekly neighborhood nurture. Now, it's in a bit of alphabetical order. The biweekly, and there's also one called the monthly neighborhood nurture, are the two main ones I would always use. So I'm going to start with the monthly first, and the biweekly is really the same thing, just every 2 weeks. If you come to the view steps, you'll learn the monthly neighborhood email is a monthly email that helps you reach out to clients, leads, or recruits to show real-time market information. This is a total of 3 steps over 31 durations with 1 touch. So how this works basically is it's going to send an email today automatically, wait 30 days, and repeat forever. So you're basically sending a once-a-month email about the market. This one is really powerful right now, especially with our consumers who might be uncertain about the market. Now, before you do this, there's 2 things you have to know. 1, make sure you have neighborhoods in your area. While we have 300,000 neighborhoods with Nextdoor mapped all across the US, we do not have every single one of the neighborhoods mapped. So make sure this works in your area before you start using these. The other part that matters is you have to have a contact in Command with their neighborhood tagged, meaning you have to know their address. If you don't do that, you can turn this plan on all you want. It won't actually work until you actually have people in there to add to this smart plan. So I can add the smart plan, but without their address or neighborhood tag, they will not actually receive this. However, this is powerful right now because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. So the way I'm using this and explaining it to my clients is, with all this uncertainty, would you like to know what's happening in your neighborhood? Specifically your neighborhood. I'm not going to send you information about all of, in my case, Fort Lauderdale, or all of the state. I'm going to send you information just about your neighborhood. Would that be of value to you? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say absolutely. That's where this email comes into play. That's a script to use with them. Now, if they want it more frequent right now, like every 2 weeks, I would use that same script, but then I would use what's called the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture, which becomes 1 email today, wait 14 days, and then repeat itself. So basically every 14 days you get an email from me with what's happening in your neighborhood. In today's day, that may work, but my minimum is always put them on a monthly neighborhood nurture. I can send you something as of value for the second touch of the month, but that's going to be the main one to do. Now, since we're here, you're going to have a button that says add that smart plan. So if you want to add it to your library at the top where it says my smart plans, just click the add to smart plan button to add it. So we're going to do the monthly and the bi-weekly one. Now, they've also got one called an 8x8, which is for new contacts. So please understand, this is not designed for your clients you already know. This would be more for like a lead that came in the system or somebody you haven't truly met yet. This smart plan leverages either auto text if you have Twilio or manual text as a reminder to text them. So this has a message that will be, hey, first name, it's Jay Cermak from the J team. Would love to grab coffee sometime next week. Let me know what looks good for you. Please don't use this plan if you don't want to meet for coffee. I'll show you how to edit it. Yet before you apply some of these plans, you may want to consider putting yourself in command as a contact and then adding these to test it out on you before you test it out on a client. The reason I say that is we had an agent who used this smart plan when it first came out, and he put like 800 people on it. And unfortunately, the timing was off, and they all got a 4 a.m. text message to meet for coffee. Did not go the way the agent thought it would. And I think it's 2 parts. One, he didn't understand how it worked. The other part of it was we had a glitch. The glitch was it texted people at 4 a.m. That's been fixed now. It only messages people between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. However, test it out first before you start sending everybody on it. Now, this is one example of one text message, wait 10 days or 7 days, and then have a reminder to call them, like interact with them, just check in on them. It's a task. Then it's going to wait 7 days and do you a phone call. Then wait 7 days, send another text. Wait 7 days. So you get the idea. The 8x8 is basically 1 call a week or 1 touch a week with different things that you can do. This to me is more advanced, and you're probably not ready for that one just yet. If you know smart plans and you tested this out, then great, add it to the smart plan. I'm actually not using it right now because my main touches are the bi-weekly and the monthly neighborhood plan. And I'm going to show you to create your own custom one today. The quarterly call plan, though, everybody should be adding this one. This is powerful so that I make sure to talk to my people every 90 days. This one you definitely want to add to your smart plan. I already have it added, so I can't add it a second time. However, this is going to be a call reminder. So it's going to give me a reminder today when I add a person to call them within 24 hours. Then it's going to wait 90 days, and that reminder call will show up on my task list 90 days later. So every 90 days, I'm going to be reminded to talk to them. Notice it says repeated unlimited times, meaning forever. I will never forget to contact them. Use this with your clients. Use it here. Now, I think in today's world, we will need to talk to them more frequently, which I'm going to show you to create your own smart plan. Yet I still want to leverage the power of every 90 days have I talked to this person, even if it's just a reminder. And I can say, yep, I've talked to them, or no, I haven't. Let me call them now. That is one that I definitely use. So my 3 go-tos are always either the monthly or neighborhood nurture if I know their address, and the quarterly call plan. I add them to those plans every time because I never want to forget to touch my database. Now they've got some other ones that are a little more advanced as well. Now, if these work for you, use them. If you're not ready for them, just come and add them later. So this one's called a Midterm Nurture. This plan is more like a general check-in with people you recently met, and you're going to contact to offer them expertise for something. So it starts with the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture, meaning every 2 weeks, I'm going to send them an email about their neighborhood. Wait 14 days. Then it's going to tell you to call them and just check in with them. Wait 14 days, and then it'll have a text message with these couple choices. Now this works as well if you want to. Again, I would test it with yourself, but this one is basically 2 emails a month, 1 phone call a month, and 1 text message a month. So it ends up being 4 touches a month. So if that's something you want to do, this one would work as well. You would add it to your smart plan. Long-term nurture stays a little bit longer. This is really for people that expands over 6 months. So this one is designed to do the monthly neighborhood email. So that monthly neighborhood nurture email, wait 10 days and call them. Wait another 10 days and have a task list just to interact with them and see how they're doing. Wait another 10 days and then send them an email, a text message of some kind. There's a couple choices built into this, and this will repeat itself 5 times using one of these 5 text messages every time, just to reach out to them. And it's basically meant to stay in touch with them for about 6 months. This one's really meant for people, the midterm is really meant for people basically 3 to 6 months, where this one's for 6 months or more. Those 2, I also would say might be advanced if you're not ready for smart plans. However, I wanted to point out that they are here if you need them. Now, promote my app, this one is new, and this one you would want to use as well. This is to talk about your new KW app. Now, you're going to want to follow the app wizard we have to set up your KW app. And when you do that, it's going to turn this plan on for you. So my advice is don't come here to add this smart plan. Go to the consumer tab in command. It'll be here on the lower left. And then go through the Kelly wizard to set up your app before you do this. And when you do that, it's going to add this smart plan automatically. Now this smart plan starts with sending them an email within 24 hours that has a nice graphic email with a link to click here to access my app. Then it's going to wait a day and send you a message either manually, or it just says, hey, check in with them and see if they got the app. Or if you have Twilio connected, it can do auto texting. Twilio is a more advanced feature, but it does work, and it is the ability to schedule auto text to go out on your behalf. There is a cost to it. So later on in the class, if we have time, I will show you what that actually does and how it works. But mainly just think of it as either a reminder to text them manually with the script that you can copy and paste, or an auto text will go out on your behalf. Then it's going to wait 3 days and send them another message. Basically, it's 1 email and 2 text messages just checking in with them to make sure they got the app and are they using it. So that's a good plan as well that you could be leveraging, and that will be something, like I said, go through the wizard to set that one up. But you already see now we have smart plans to talk to them monthly, twice a month, quarterly calls, a mix of them with the hybrid long-term and midterm nurture. Then we also have birthdays. This birthday plan is one example of what a birthday plan can do. Now, I'm going to show you to create your own. So if you don't like this birthday plan, you can make your own. You can actually create birthday emails now that are auto-generated when I show you how to create your own custom one. But this plan is basically, it's a reminder 4 days before their birthday to send them a handwritten card or something for their birthday. Then it's going to wait 4 days. Then it's going to send you a phone call reminder the day before the birthday. Then on their birthday, it's going to give you a reminder to send them a social media graphic or post and an auto text or manually text them on their birthday. So this birthday plan is really 4 touches a week before their birthday, just talking about them and their birthday. Now, an example I heard of watching the KW Connect videos was, what if you made a different video, a smart plan for birthdays, and instead you change it up and say, how about I text you 3 days before your birthday saying, I can't believe it's your birthday week. You must be excited. I'm thinking about you. Who does that? Everybody texts them on their birthday. Everybody does the Facebook on their birthday because it told them to. What people don't do is be proactive and reach out a little bit in advance. So I love that strategy Jason Abrams shared. So I'll show you how to create your own version of it. But again, if this is one that you want, you click Add to Smart Plan Library. The last 2, we have open house follow-up. This is great if you had an open house recently. This is meant to do 7 touches in 21 days. And the touches are going to go like this. Step 1 is an auto text saying, hey, first name, thanks for coming by. What did you think of that open house? Now I'll show you how you can edit that text message, but it would automatically send them a message if you have Twilio connected, or it would tell you, don't forget to text the client that came to your open house. Then it's going to wait a day and add a task list where it sends you like a nice email to them where it's asking you to do it manually. Just send them some information. Wait 2 days and call them just to see if they're interested in any other upcoming open houses. Wait 3 days, send them another text. Wait 4 days, call them again. Wait 3 days, text them. Wait another 4 days, add a smart plan, like a task list, like check on them, send them an email of value. Wait 3 days, and then put them on the long-term nurture plan. So this one actually goes into another plan, but it's a great way if you met somebody in an open house to leverage this plan. So you'd say add to smart plan if you want to add that one. The last option here is home anniversary. This is to send a gift and call them on their home anniversary. So when I click this step, it's going to start with a task 6 days before their home anniversary, where it tells you to send them a gift card or gift or a card to their home address for their home anniversary. And it is scheduled to go out 6 days before this. Then it's going to say, hey, before their anniversary, don't forget to call them on the anniversary just to say happy home anniversary. Did you get the gift or card I sent? So it's a simple 2-touch plan over 7 days that basically just has you send them something of value and then calls to check in with them on their anniversary. So that's 10 smart plans that you have choices with that you can use today, and they all work. Now there's 2 ways to add them. So I'm going to come back to my smart plans. So here are the ones I've already added. I will show you what's here. So the quarterly call plan, biweekly nurture, you see this is the one I'm using the most, are these. Now let's say I wanted to edit this birthday plan. Now here's the preview of the birthday plan. To the right of it, this one does not have an edit button. Some of these do and some don't. So birthday does not look like it can be edited, but I can do my mobile app. That one I can edit. So what you can do here is actually come and edit some of these messages. So if I come to the edit button, the pencil, and click edit, you're going to go into the smart plan trigger. Now the only thing you're editing, by the way, you can't change the email. It's locked. You can't change the delay. All you're changing is the text message it was going to send. So if I have Twilio connected, which I do, it means it sends it out for me. And this is you starting to see what this is going to look like. But you could come and change the text. Like, I don't like to say, hey, we have a brand new app to help you search for homes in my neighborhood. Oh, I changed it. Sorry. The original text wasn't this. The original text was something like, did you see the neighbor's house they listed down the street? Open my app today. I kind of didn't like that, so I changed it. And I came in here and actually added some of these merge fields, which these fields are here to say, personalize this message so it sounds like a one-to-one. Meaning, hi, first name. This is my name, last name, with my team name. So it's basically going to say, hi, Jay. This is Jay Cermak with the J team. We have a brand new KW app to help you search for homes by neighborhood. Have you had a chance to look at it yet? Question mark. And then it adds a social app link, which really just goes to my app. So these are built in here, and it gets it from your marketing profile and the information from the contact card. So what a way to take the message that was there and customize it. You can also create your own dynamic one, which is try this text message, then try this one, then try that one if you have it on repeat. So basically you can program those. I have not even used that one yet, so I will test it out and let you know how that goes. I think a simple static message is good enough. And then there's another message later. I didn't change this one. First name, did you know that you can set all the links to your neighborhood in the new app? Click here. It was simple. Now I can't add new things to this because you're just editing the existing plan, and then you can save it up in the upper right-hand corner. While you're here, there is also this little plus sign for people. So I can come and add people to this if I have them by tag. So I can search by tags. Maybe I just want to target my buyers. So I can target the buyer tag and see I've got these buyers here. I can select them all and add them to this plan. Now this plan requires some things, so if I add it, they would get it. That's just an example of a plan that I can use. You've also got the option, notice this plan is on, it's gray, so people think it's disabled. The right-hand side means it's actually enabled, you just can't turn it off yet. And if you want to change the name, you can come here to this pencil and change the name. So that's how you can take an existing smart plan and edit it. The other way you can add people to a smart plan by bulk is to come here, like let's say my monthly neighborhood nurture. I can't edit this piece, it's locked, but I can come to add a contact and do a bulk add of all my different people. Now this one specifically requires a neighborhood. So if I search for a tag, like I have one in here for test, notice it says 0 neighborhood, 0 neighborhood, 0. I can't use those people. So if I try to add them right now, it's gonna give me an error message that it can't add them because they don't have any neighborhoods. So the email won't go out. However, I can go find people who do. So like I'm in the system, or my Mickey Mouse is in the system. That didn't work, so I'll look up me. There we go. I'm in the system with a neighborhood, so I can add myself to this smart plan. Add to smart plan, and there's two choices. If it's one person, start it immediately, which means it goes out today, or I can schedule it to go out on a specific date. Like don't start this plan until next Friday. So you can schedule it here. Now, if I had more than one person and I did the same thing, add a smart plan, you're gonna see a new option called Stagger to start over the next few days. This allows you to send the smart plan automatically, but maybe only a couple contacts per day. The reason is, if I tagged 300 people with this in one day, that's 300 people I have to remember to call or follow up with at the same time. It's too much. No one person's gonna do that. So what we're suggesting is if it's a big group of people, like maybe it's my sphere or a neighborhood, I can stagger it to say, how about we do 10 contacts a day or 5? And I can say, let's do 5 contacts a day and then spread it out. So take the 100 people and over the next whatever days I need, 200 days or 20 days, it will actually send out 5 at a time. So 20 days, and it will stagger them. So only sending 5 at a time. This is huge to make sure you don't get overwhelmed with too many. However, like I said earlier, be careful adding bulk tags. Make sure you've got enough data in there. Now I'm going to show you how to do the custom tag, but I want to go to a contact really quick because the last way you would add this is in contacts. Then we're going to create a smart plan together ourselves. So I'm going to come to contacts here, and I wanted to point it out that there are 2 ways to add somebody to a smart plan. Now you're going to see all of my contacts. I have 753 right now. And let's say it was Jen, who's a seller. I can come here, and if I check her name, even if I include a couple other people, you're going to have this bulk action, which means do this activity for multiple people. Here is an option to add them all to a smart plan, and I can do this remotely now. Notice though, I have to add them because if my smart plan shows blank, it means you didn't go to the library to add them in the first place. So if I want to put them on one of these smart plans, I can choose the one that they want, hit select, and they'll be added to that smart plan. That's one example. The other example, I'll pull myself as a test contact, is to come to a contact card, and you have this smart plan button right here in the individual contact. So I can choose this smart plan and add them. They're already on the monthly and already on the quarterly call plan. I can add them to, or sorry, they're on the birthday. This is grayed out because we're already on it. So put me on the quarterly call plan. Confirm, that one's good. I'm also going to add to another smart plan, and I've got some new ones here. So I haven't tested my Leave Zillow one yet. So I'm going to go ahead and add that smart plan so I can test it. It's just an example of how I can reach out. Okay, that one doesn't have the steps yet. It's a test. But here are the smart plans on the right-hand side. I have 6 smart plans that I'm testing with myself. The birthday smart plan, which will kick off here in the next couple months, actually next month. I've got the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture. I'm getting these emails. This is the new one I turned on today. I'm going to teach you how to do, called the care plan, which is a phone call reminder today, wait 5 days and text them. So we're going to create that one together. Long-term nurture and home anniversary. So in me testing this out, I just added a bunch of data, put it in here. There's my birthday coming up, April 5th. So I will be getting my birthday smart plan coming soon. So those are the 2 ways to add them. But let's come back to smart plans. What if you want to do something custom? You want to make your own smart plan. So to help you with this, I have a download. I'm going to put the link up above. So I'm going to go ahead and chat with all of you. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to chat with you to go to this page, jaycermak.com/downloads. So that link is going to take you to, oops, wrong link. So jaycermak.com/downloads. I put on here a PDF for you to download for free of the smart plan we're going to do together. So let's say Care Smart Plan download. You click and you're going to download this smart plan that I'm going to share with you. So this is one that you can create. I've also made some for Facebook. There's a bunch of other ones out there that you can get as well. But just start thinking, like, what would you want a smart plan to do for you, right? How could you customize this to create your own? This smart plan is going to look like this, meaning we're going to go through these steps together, and I'm giving you my scripts and everything I wrote out by hand. So I'm going to come here, and now I've already made this one, so I'm going to show it to you really quick, and then we're going to create our own with under the create button. Since I've already done this, I'm going to show you how I made my copy of this to edit this by hitting one of these copy buttons, and then I customized it, meaning I can make one care plan for one type of consumer, a different care plan for younger millennials maybe. Maybe I do one care plan for my seniors. I do another one for my military family. I do another one for my young people, right? I can create a custom plan, but have 3 versions that just uses different text and language for each one. Now you would click the create button to start creating one. Right now, the category is only contacts. In the future, you'll be able to choose things like if it's a referral, do this. If it's a transaction, do this. The big thing I'm waiting on is what's called a trigger event, meaning if I tag them like a Facebook ad, automatically put them on this smart plan. Now that's coming soon. However, start thinking, what would you want your smart plan to do? What could you do with the smart plan? So let's show you the one I created so I don't have to start from scratch, and then we'll show you how you can create your own. So I'm going to click edit here. Now this one is not fully activated yet, and this is what the widget looks like when you come to do your actual smart plans. So this layout is, here's the name of it. You can change the name. So this is copy of care plan. Maybe I do a different care plan for millennials. I could say care plan millennials here and click edit the name and say millennial. Oops. Care plan, just something to remind me of, maybe I'm going to do the same plan but customized it for a younger crowd. Now it's going to have some options here, and on the right hand side you're going to select an action to build a new step. Now up above, as you start adding things, this tells me this whole plan is 15 days, it has 13 steps, and 5 of them are touches to reach out to a consumer. The plan is already on, even though it's gray here. Here's my ability to add people. Here will be my gear if I was editing this, and a save button. So before I go into what I made, let's look at the tools to the right. Select an action to create the next step. So this is the tools. Here's what you're going to do. Create a task means I want a checklist item to make sure I do and have a due date. So I can remind myself to do this activity on a specific date. One of these is to say phone call. This will make you a reminder to call them. It won't physically call for you, but it will say, did they answer? And if you say yes to that task item, it will track it as a phone call. Send an email. You have 2 options. One, that it's an all text email, or we have some pre-made email templates that are made for you that you can just click and go. A lot like the e-edge system on that one. Sending text message, you can make it a reminder to text manually or an auto text sent on your behalf. Set a delay means maybe I want to wait 2 days before I do this, or wait 3 days. And then add them to another smart plan is the ability for you to run one smart plan, then quickly put them into another. And you can restart the whole thing to reflow. However, there are some rules. So if you see the simple tips and rules, let's click and go through those really quick. So some of the rules here, creating a task. Allow 2 tasks a day per smart plan, meaning you can't add 5 tasks to do the same day. It has a maximum of 2 task items per day. So you're going to spread this out. This isn't meant currently to send 20 text messages in one day. It wants you to spread it out and slow down. So I can set 2 task reminders a day for now until they get unlocked and allow us more. Now, I've also got the ability to send text message in MMS requires at least a 1-day delay between the text message, meaning if I want to send 1 text message a day for 8 days, that's fine, but I can only send 1 of them per day. So 1 text message, 1 text message, 1 text message every day, and that's it. The email is at least 1 day between, so I can't send 4 emails in the same day. You're just going to send 1 at a time. And let's be honest, you really don't want to send more than 1 of these a day, so 1 should be enough. In the future, though, a lot of you have asked for the feature to send multiple in the same day. We will be unlocking that here in the future. Set a delay cannot be less than 1 day. So currently, I have to wait 24 hours before the next thing I do. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, can't we set that for 5 minutes or 30 minutes or 2 hours? We are going to eventually give you that ability to customize it. This is just phase 1 of this. And it does require at least 1 action step between delays. So you can't do a delay of 2 days and another delay of 3 days. It needs something in between them to break it up. Then you've got the ability to have this total smart plan cannot be more than 90 days. So no, you're not going to recreate your 36 touch and do a 1-year smart plan. It's not smart in reality. You're going to create a smart plan for about 90 days, and then thanks to the ability to roll it into another smart plan, just roll them into another one. It gives you the ability to refresh your content every 90 days versus in the past when we put them on like an e-edge plan and they sat there all day, right? And we didn't follow up with them. This makes you proactive in using it. The due date for your task cannot be more than 14 days in advance. So you can't set a due date for a month from now. You can only set it for up to 14 days in the future. Restart the flow needs at least 14 days in length. So you can't restart the flow if it's like every 5 days, send them an email and then repeat and repeat and repeat. It's too quick. So they need at least 14 days between. You must be added as the last action item. So if you want to use that restart flow button, it has to be the last step in your smart plan. You can't do it in the middle because it's going to mess everything up. Excuse me. You also then cannot do your here's the limitations, as you say. Per smart plan, your touches, you can't do more than 7 in 7 days, meaning you can't do more than 1 per day of text, email, or phone call. 12 within 30 days and 15 within 1 smart plan. So the maximum number of times you can reach out to somebody is 15 times. Now you can have task reminders, but the physical act of doing it, like phone calls, email, or text messages, 15 is the limit. Honestly, now that I know those rules, it's a lot easier to create these. So here's the one that I created. So on the right-hand side, I started with a phone call. Because today, I'm thinking with today's market, they need to hear from us more than ever. And I wanted to systemize that. So I didn't just start randomly calling my database and then forgetting who I called. I want to program this. Excuse me. So I started with a task name. And I dragged make a call, and I clicked it, and it added day 1. We're going to make a phone call today. Now, it's going to have care call with, and then it has some blanks here. Now, here's what I learned about it. If I click the little F to the right-hand side, these are the merge fields, meaning they're going to get the data from my contact automatically. So what I liked doing was I wanted to have my first name, last name, and their phone number in the task item. That was my best way to see where is everybody and who are they. Now, here's what I learned about this. It did not go in order like I wanted to, so I'll show you. If I got rid of these 3, so I'll move the icon over here. If I got rid of these, 1, 2, 3, and created my own, I'm going to say, hold on. Okay, care call. I'm going to write care call with as my task item, and then I'm going to do the 3. Now, here's what I learned. If I did first name, then I clicked the last name, and then I clicked their phone number. Here's the trick. It puts them out of order. It did phone number first, then their last name, then their first name. So my aha was, don't use it that way. What I learned to do is go backwards. So care call with, so if you're following along, you can do this with, and then I learned, okay, what's the last thing I need first? Phone number, then do their last name, then their first name. And now it's in the right order. Care call with first name, last name, phone number. I wanted that in the task item, so I saw it right when I got the task. Now down below is a description. So I said, show we care. Let's call first name and ask how they're doing. How is their family doing? And is there anything we can help with right now? I'm just giving myself a script. And just in case the phone number didn't come over, I might just put the phone number in here really quick as another method. So that's my step one, right? Care call with first name, last name, phone number. And then the description is going to remind me, Jay, call so-and-so and ask how they're doing. How is their family? And is there anything we can help them with right now? I truly want it to be just a care call. I'm not asking for business in this call. We will ask in the future, but this was my first step. Okay, what was step two? I wanted to delay. So I hit the delay button. And now that we called them, let's wait like 5 days and send them a text message. So I waited 5 days. And now we're going to use the send a text message option. Now I have Twilio connected, so it's going to auto text them. If you don't, it will just remind you to send a text message for your on your behalf. Like, don't forget to text so-and-so on this date. Now I did the same thing. Hi, first name. Now I just wrote myself out. It's Jay Cermak with the J Team at Keller Williams. I wanted to check in and see how you and your family are doing. How are you? Question mark. I wanted to make my first call, how are you? My next text message, how are you? Before I ever get into real estate. So then I'm going to wait 2 days. Again, I'm just sharing with you what I made. You can do this any way that you want. You can change these days, change the script. You have 100% control of this. However, a lot of us may not have the same creativity to figure out what do I want my smart plan to do. So that's why I came up with this one. So we're going to wait 2 days. And then we're going to send them an email. Now this email, I had two options. A simple email means it's just text. A simple text email saying, how are you doing? Which we have found in our research, people tend to open more frequently than picture ones, just because it comes across the phone better. So simple text message, you'll see my message below. However, I wanted to show you with HTML text message, which is like an email template. We do have a couple pre-made library templates to use. Now, these library templates may not work for what I want to do today. You can create your own templates, but I'll show you what these are here. So one of them is the Work With Me seller template. So I can come and see a preview of this, and it's going to say all your branding will be there automatically. When you're ready to sell, I'm here to help. Nice graphic. This talks about selling your home is complicated. We have a great network. You get the idea. It's an all-together quick email branded to you, telling them to download my app and learn about this. And all of this text is automatic, and I can select this template to bring it in. So that's one example. They have a version for the buyer. So I can preview this, and this email will be if you're thinking about buying. Right now in the care plan, I don't think they want to know about buying or selling just yet. So I'm not going to add these two, but I wanted you to see there's a couple templates here. They have one for home anniversary. So this preview will be a happy home anniversary. Can you believe it's been another year? So see how this is a lot like your plans from eEdge, but these are all automated and they're free to you. So I love that these emails were built. Your neighborhood trends will take them to the neighborhood that they're in and help them sign up for these. So that's one template. The last two, we have one for birthdays. So this is this year's quick birthday template. If you didn't make one, it's already got one. Happiest of birthday wishes to you. Hi, first name. Great clients like you make my business run, blah, blah, blah. Wishing you much success in the following year. Simple, short, and sweet. Happy birthday specific. So if you didn't like the previous birthday plan where it told you to manually email somebody, then you can do this version and create your own auto text and auto email version. And then there's also one here for promote your app. This one I could use, but you're going to see why I didn't when I show you my care plan. Get the on-demand real estate information you crave all in one place. This is all made, by the way, branded to you. And all I have to do is say select and go. Now it's got some great information. However, Honestly, right now, I feel like it was almost too happy and cheerful when people are uncertain. So you're going to see I made my own script around it. However, if I just wanted a simple email message to send out saying, get my app today, this one's really good for that. And again, those are the current templates, and you can create your own. So I'm going to click the back button and go back to what I originally had in here was make my call, reminder for my text message, and then the email, we're going to keep it on simple. Now, I went ahead and set you this in the description of what I've got. So in your downloads, you will have this help article showing you all of my steps broken out in picture format. So here's the script that I'm using that you may like to use. So I started with staying up to date in the real estate market in a time of uncertainty. That's how I'm coining it, because I don't want to say a crash. I don't want to say a shift. I don't want to say anything that sounds totally scary. I just kept it with uncertainty, because we're all uncertain. And then this is what I wrote. Now I can add the whole hi first name, which I'll do since we're here. Actually, I might just leave it simple with just their name. First name, comma, with all the world in a state of uncertainty, we want to ensure you stay informed what's happening specifically in the real estate market related to your home values. We don't send information about all of the US. We'd like to send specific information only about your neighborhood and neighborhoods you care about. So this is an example of how I can do this. I can play with colors. You have your editing tools up above. I write, we dislike spam just like the next person. If you would like to receive this once a month email regarding your specific neighborhood, I'm gonna highlight that one as well. Simply hit reply and let us know what your current address is, and we will, and any additional neighborhoods you wanna know nearby. Would it be okay to send you a monthly email regarding your specific neighborhood? Hoping you're well in this time of uncertainty. If there's anything my team or I could do for you, please let us know. And then I wrote my signature because you will not have an auto signature built into this. So that's the simple message. I wanted to start with a first name with the world in a state of uncertainty, and thank you, spell check. Now that's corrected. And this wants to be capitalized. I'm just going through and really just checking in with them. So this message is going to go out on day 8. So the first was a call, then a couple of days later was a text message, and then basically a week and a day after I started this, I'm going to send them an email. So that was one of those options. I added another delay for 1 day. And then I added the ability to create a task. So now I wanted a task to check in with them. So wait a day and make sure, did they sign up for a neighborhood and did I add them? So this is kind of my checklist item to make sure they did it. Now here's my advice. I'm gonna leave that checklist even if it expires, because I wanna remember to reach out to them and make sure that they actually did this. Yes, so Jennifer, thank you. If you go to jaycermak.com/downloads, this template is right here to download on that webpage. So I'll type it in again. So it is http jaycermak.com/downloads. That way you guys have it, and I will email it as well to the offices. So that's just one of these smart plans you can use. By the way, I have a video of just a smart plan that will go live tomorrow. So if you're following me on YouTube, you will see that in tomorrow's videos. All right, so the next thing I did was that task item, just to remind me on day 9, did I get a response from them? If I did, make sure I update their address and put them on a smart plan. And if I didn't, then I'm just gonna keep following up with them. So then I added another delay for 3 days. So we get to day 9 to day 12. I'm gonna wait 3 days, and then I wanna send them another email. So on the 12th day, they're gonna get an email from me. Now this one, again, simple text, but I wanted to focus on a new way to experience real estate. We're kind of coining it Real Estate 2.0, and that's your mobile app. It wasn't the time when I called to see how you're doing to show them my mobile app just yet. I mean, it might be, but I wanted to show I care first. So notice I'm caring more than I'm saying you need this technology or this app. Now we're ready after 12 days to say, check out this app. So I said, hi, first name. We wanted to check in and see if you need anything. Still coming from contribution, just caring. And then I wrote something different. I said, you know, the reason for today's email was to share with you a new way to experience real estate, specifically with staying up to date on what's happening in your neighborhood, to looking for homes anywhere in the US, to saving you money with Keller Mortgage, saving up to 30% on home insurance with Keller Covered, to understanding the buying or selling process, and being able to collaborate and partner with the people you care about when you begin to look or sell. You guys, that's what your app can do today. Now, Keller Mortgage works in 49 states and Keller Covered is in all 50 states. Just some states have more carriers to drive the prices down than others. Yet it's two tools to save your clients money right now. In a market where they're uncertain of what's going to happen, saving money may be the differentiator, what they need right now. I wrote, there's nothing like this app in the world, and we wanted to get it to you just to keep you informed. And if we can ever be of service, or we can help you save money on your mortgage or home insurance, we want you to have the information in your hand. This app is completely free, and all you have to do is register one time, and you will unlock the 300,000 neighborhoods across the US and unlock the potential savings of our products. To download, go to this link, and you can download this on iPhone, iPad, and Android at no cost. Let me just repeat that really quick. So what we're doing here is I want to do something different in the way I explain this. So I said it's all free, and I mentioned the fact that they have to register one time. And I figured if you unlock things, they're more likely to register. So it's kind of the psychology with it. I don't know, I'm proud of it. Maybe you like it, you could use it. And then I have this link. Now I have a video on YouTube on how to make your own custom vanity link. Meaning my app link is still that kwapp.com or whatever, / and my crazy code. I masked it so it looked better in print and media. So I added this one, app.jteamfl, which actually I just updated it to be JTeam Global because I'm going through some rebranding. So since we're here, I can change that, appteamglobal.com. And then I've also got it for Keller Mortgage, which I would do the same thing. jteamglobal.com. Now Keller Mortgage, I created a short link called KM for Keller Mortgage, and it points to my link. And this one says, would you like to save money on refinancing or getting a new mortgage? You can also visit this link here. And then clearly, I typed this fast because I got a lot of spelling errors. And mortgage to save thousands. And then I wrote, if you're interested in saving money on home insurance, you can visit kellercover.com and mention my name, Jay Cermak, to unlock up to 30% on home insurance. So my email is download my app today to stay informed. And by the way, can I help save you money with home insurance and mortgage? You guys, no one's doing this. What an easy way to add this information and then send this to them. So I have these links that are clickable inside the email. And if there's anything we can do for you, please know my team and I are dedicated to helping others. Please feel free to reach out at my signature. So this becomes my email that goes out on day 12. Now on day 12, I'm going to wait 2 days. And then my last step is going to be make a phone call on day 14. So we started with a phone call on day 1. And then 2 weeks later, we start with another phone call, just checking in and see if I can be of any service to them. So this is going to be a couple touches along the way. I'm going to wait a day. And then I told myself a reminder that the care plan has ended. And it's my turn now to decide, do I put them on the monthly neighborhood nurture, quarterly call plan, another plan? It's my ability to decide, what do I do next? So I wanted a reminder to know that it ended. Otherwise, I wouldn't know that it ended. Remember how eEdge would send you an email at the end or a reminder saying this plan has ended? That's really what I'm doing here, just reminding myself it's ended. So that seems like a long-winded one. All in all, when I created it from scratch, it took me about 20 minutes or so, mainly because I didn't have the scripts yet. However, because I'm sharing with you the step-by-step of what we did, this should take you 5 to 10 minutes max to create the same plan, if you like it. And I'm putting myself on this plan so I can test it out and see what it's like. So if we follow along and test these things out with ourselves, that will be a great way that we can test it out. So I can click save on it here. Now this is a millennial one, so I'm going to do some changes here. How are you doing? How is your family doing? Is there anything we can help with right now? I can change the text to a different verbiage if I wanted to, or maybe instead of the phone call being first, I might change this to a phone call, a text message instead. because different people respond to different things. They may not answer my phone call, but they might answer my text message. So you see how you can use the same layout and then put your own thing in here and change the spin of it. I'm going to click save on that. So that's one example of what you can do with a smart plan to put them on here. Now I'll show you my other one I created that I didn't share with you yet. So if you like it, you can take screenshots. I did one on Facebook. So my thought around the Facebook one was, what are some things we can do to stay in touch with people that are Facebook leads? So I started with the same concept of make a phone call right away. How are you? And check in with them. So if it's a new Facebook lead, first name, last name, phone number, new Facebook lead, this is a task item I'm going to do. Then I'm going to send them a text message the next day just saying, hi, this is Jay. Thank you for signing up on Facebook. We wanted to see if you're able to download our new KW app. So the Facebook ads I've been running lately have been really around the app. So I can call this one technically my Facebook app plan. So that way I know it's specifically about thank you for signing up for my Facebook app. I'm going to run some other ads now that I've created some pages for millennials, for veterans. I've got a couple other strategies I'm now going to implement to target specific people in different ways. So this is a phone call to start, a text message the same day, and then I'm going to wait a day and send them an email just saying, how do you like our new app? And the message goes here. Then I'm going to wait 4 days, and send them another text message and email. Just curious if you know what's going on. We want to share with you about your market. Then I have another task, neighborhood smart plan. So it's kind of like a phone call, text message, email, phone call, text message, email, and then repeat itself. So these are just some examples. If I were to start from scratch and click create, do you see how you can just make your own? So if we call this one, how about I call this one test, hit apply, and now I've got a new smart plan, and see how it's blank? You can add as many of these as you want. So I can start it with a text message. So maybe this becomes my millennial plan. Start with a text message. Hi, first name, comma, this is, I could use my name, agent first name, agent last name, and the team name. So I could say with so you're just seeing it here. I wanted to follow up with you. If you need anything, call me. And I'm actually going to put my phone number in here because the number I give them is different. So 372-0180. That's just an example of adding a text message. Then I can add a delay. So I click delay, and there it is. I can also then do a email. There it is. Text message. There it is. Delay, task, call, text. See how I'm just clicking on each of these, and here's what it's doing on the left. It's adding every single one of those to create your own smart plan. So the power of this is customizing your automatic follow-up. Now I'm not going to save this one because I've already created some, but now I've got my smart plans to add people to, smart plans that I can actually implement and use. And now I'm starting to plan out what would be my next smart plan. What else would I want to have? Like, what's my smart plan when someone gets a listing with me? Maybe it's day one, just check in with them. And day two, follow up. Like, what is my follow-up plan on open houses, listings, working with buyers, pre-approval? Like, what kind of things can I automate? Because the more you automate this, the better it's going to get. And the more systematically you're going to keep remembering to do things for your consumer. So to recap what we covered, we started off with smart plans. We came to the smart plan button. We went through the library first to add the smart plans we want to use, to add them to the smart plan. Then in smart plans, here are the smart plans that I already have added to mine. We were able to either edit some of these, so some of them have an edit button, and I can actually edit the text messaging part, that's about it, or create my own blank one. And if I create my own blank one, I have full customization to create it as robust as I want. We went to the contact card just to say, okay, if I have a smart plan, how do I add people to it? So it could be, I want to add Goofy Dog to this, bulk action. And I'll be able to, sorry, had a technical issue there. Sorry about that. So my goal is to take a contact, here we go, and be able to actually add them to the smart plan with this button or see all the smart plans around on the right. You can cancel them with the trash can, by the way. If you want to unsubscribe them from a plan, you could always unsubscribe them and they have the ability to unsubscribe themselves. So that's smart plans. That's your ability to use this. So again, if you need that download, it is jaycermak.com/downloads. Right here, I have a couple of downloads of my other stuff that I've added for DocuSign and other things. And if you haven't had a chance to yet, you can actually follow this. If you haven't seen on YouTube, I have an entire YouTube channel dedicated to helping you guys with command, with smart plans, with everything. Just search for me, Jay Cermak, and you will find my Trainer Extraordinaire page that you can subscribe to. My name is Jay Cermak. Hi, Jay. That's Jay. And you'll see there's tons of videos and playlists here of all kinds of great stuff to learn. So thanks for joining us for today. I am going to stay on for 30 minutes to answer any questions if you have any. So if you have any questions, stay on and we'll raise your hands. I know I've got some chats over here that I'll answer as well. Where does the email sent from? Ah, perfect. Thank you, Chad. So the email itself, thank you, I forgot to show you, comes from your email address inside of Command. So inside of Command under your name and settings, so Smart Plans do not come from MailChimp right now. Smart Plans come from something inside of settings called Command Email. This is where you're going to choose it to go from your email, and if you manage it, you would put the email address you want to use. So mine's coming from right now my @KW email address, but I can change it to something else, like my info@JTeamGlobal, and this would send it out, and you guys get up to 5,000 free emails a month. If you ever go over that, there's the ability to manage those, but you shouldn't go over. But that's where it comes from, is an email address from Command called Command Email. All right, thank you guys if you're watching the live stream, and then I'm going to stay on the video. So if you're on Facebook Live, I'm going to stop the Facebook Live, but if you're on the chat here,
thank you, Jay.
And I'm going to help you guys with that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm going to stay on and answer any more questions that we have. Okay, so let's do this. Stop share. Hello.
Thank you, Jay.
How are you guys? All right, stop in the live stream. Okay, so anybody have any questions about what I showed? You can type in the chat, raise your hand. Good, people are signing off. Are we at least going to go do Smart Plans now? Create your own custom one? Good, I'm glad to see that. Yeah, the custom templates, I see Joel's question there. When will the templates come in? I believe they are there because I just did one. So if you create your own Smart Plan email, see if it shows up, because one of them was mine I created yesterday. So I think it now does. Becky asked, does Twilio still come from another number? Yes, Twilio does not come from your cell phone. You buy a number. So Twilio is a number you purchase, you own it, and then it will auto text on your behalf. So I purchased a 954 phone number. I gave Twilio 20 bucks up front. It kind of works like a toll road pass. You give them $20 up front, and then they deduct it by 0.0075 of a penny per text message. So it's more advanced. If you're not ready for that, learn Smart Plans first. And then when you're ready, I'll teach you how to add more in there. But yeah, that comes from a different number. Who else had a question? No limit to the number of contacts in the Smart Plan. That's good. Chad, try disconnecting your neighborhood and re-adding it, because it's possible your neighborhood's not marked correctly, or your email system could block it. So check what kind of email address you're using. Chad had typed in the chat that his Smart Plan got terminated on a biweekly neighborhood nurture. So if that ever happens, try removing your neighborhood, re-adding it, add yourself on again, and you'll go there. Perfect, Shay. How do you customize your Keller Mortgage link? So I'll share my screen again. You guys already have one that exists, first off. So if you've never been to Keller Mortgage, it is portal.kellermortgage.com, and it's the same login as your command. So if you've never been here before, it will take me right in, and you're going to see under Keller Mortgage settings, this is my pre-approval link, which means anybody who uses this link is going to be pre-approved to me. So that's the first part of it, is this is the link made for you, and I'll know it's made for me when I accept the terms, skip the video, and it says my name on it. Because Keller Mortgage doesn't work if you don't have an agent. And then what I did is I took this link, and a more advanced step I did, and I'll just say watch the video on it, is I created a vanity URL, meaning I went to my domain system, which is Google Domains, and I typed in a forwarding of a subdomain called km.my web name, and it just forwards to this link, just so it looks prettier on marketing. The link will still work. This link is just too long to post on an email or social media, so a nice vanity link helps with that. Okay, perfect. Who else has any questions? Correct, Angie. If you completed things, it's supposed to show in their timeline of actually being completed. So check there to make sure it was completed. And you can look at tasks as well. There's the option in the task of a contact to see there. Okay, Lorena, for your app, how do you customize your app to actually make sure it's signed to you? There's 2 steps with that. First is you have to be signed into the app. So if you haven't registered on the app for one there, I have a video on how to do this, Lorena, where you actually have to be in the app and sign up for it. So let me see if this will let me share my app. iPhone, iPad, share. I'm going to try this, see if it works. Nope, okay. I won't be able to share it, but I'll show you from my camera. So let's do this. I will zoom in here. Show me speaker view, and I'll pull up the app itself. So the 2 ways to get the app to work, first off, is you actually need to have the app downloaded and you have to be signed in, meaning the default app looks like this. Sign up for an account. You have to sign up for the account because it's a consumer app, not an agent app. So if you haven't done that yet, you have to sign up first, and you have to be logged in for this to work. So I'm logged into my app, so I'm logging in now. I'm logged into my app, and now if I click in the lower right-hand corner, it will show me your agent is Jay Cermak. I know it's backwards, but you get the idea. Make sure it says you as your agent. Because I'm logged in and I'm the agent, when I hit share app, now it'll stay branded to me with my unique code. So it's a little bit of a trick. If you still have issues after that, I did make a video on it, but I'm happy to help you offline with how to do that. The demo market center accounts, the same as our agent accounts. They do have the same access, Joel. There's a bunch of stuff they can do. Some of the limitation comes down to the market center. So the market centers each get their own demo accounts. They do have the same functionality. You just have to have like a Twilio account or something. What I've seen people do with that demo account is some market centers, because the command system for the office isn't fully operational yet from the staff. So what we've been doing is using the demo account to be the ability to email or text my entire database, my entire roster from that. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. Any other questions or anything you guys need help with?
Shay, my question was how I put my name instead the letters and numbers that are there, so I can customize when I send the link.
Oh, that's a different thing. You have to use the video on how to forward the link to another site.
Oh, okay.
So it's more advanced than you can do on the app itself. I had to go to Google and tell them, take that link that looks weird and then go to my website for it. So
okay.
Next time you and I get together, I can show you how to do that. You just need your domain login. It's what we call a vanity URL. So one of my videos is how to make a vanity URL.
Okay.
And that will actually walk you through what I did in Google on how to do that.
Okay.
You can try that.
And another question. Remember I put the review as in the website, but the reviews don't come into the website. How I do that?
Yeah, so you have to go back to designs.
Yes.
And go back and edit the widget again. So in designs is the web page for client testimonials or reviews, whatever you called it.
Yeah.
Click on it, and it's going to make you actually configure that widget again where it says like configure widgets. And then you should see a list of all the reviews. Just make sure they're checked. Hit save, and then it shows up. It's supposed to do it automatically, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
I didn't make a video today on how to do that. That was actually today's YouTube video.
Okay.
So just look at it again, and you'll be able to customize it and get those to show up on your website.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Jay, I have a question.
Yeah.
I made a flyer in Designs, a just listed flyer, and I want to email it out at least to every agent that's in my database or to every email address in there. How do I do that?
It's not fully operational the way you want to do it. So you would have to have MailChimp first, which is not free.
Okay.
We're working on the command email part of it. My advice would be use an offline system like Gmail or something and just put it in there and send it until that's built in. Because I don't think we should be learning how to use MailChimp right now if I have to spend money on it. Just because it's not free. So soon, Smartplans have the email built in. Soon you'll be able to just email everybody with your own email address from there. That's coming.
So, but is there a way for me to like import all those email addresses from command into like an Excel spreadsheet or something?
There is the export button. If you filter by it, you have the ability to export to an Excel sheet.
Okay.
Or you can use a service like PySync, which is free to sync with your Google or iCloud and sync things off. That's in settings. Shay asked a question on the gray means active. Yes, there's no turn off. So Shay, they're all going to show gray. That's okay. That's normal. But they are on. So eventually that will be a green circle. But yeah, the coloring is weird. It looks like it's off, but it's on. All right, well, looks like we got most of the questions in there. Well, if you guys have any more questions, tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing, but a different class. So tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern, we're going to teach you designs. So what Jennifer made with her flyer, I'm going to teach you how to make a flyer for your listing, social media graphics, how to promote my app, a couple of those things. And we're going to deep dive for 1 hour, the marketing of it. And then on Wednesday, we're going to take the marketing, take our smart plans, and we're going to run a Facebook ad and free Facebook post as well. So 3 times you can come join us, and I will share the recording as well on Facebook and email it out to everybody who registered. All right, thank you guys. Thanks, Shay. Bye, Jennifer. Bye, Lorena.